Hey everybody, it's Emily from Hopscotch Interactive, and I am coming back at you with a follow-up to a video and conversation that I started just a couple days ago, wanting to get the attention of DJI and also feeling like I needed to have some solidarity with other drone pilots who were facing similar concerns and also who feel like this remote ID broadcast regulation, which is supposed to go into effect on September 16th, is largely problematic for a number of drone pilots and also even hobbyists. Like, is little Timmy and little Tina, are they going to go down and, buy a $200 broadcast module for their drone that they got for Christmas a couple years ago that isn't compliant? I think that we really need to think about this. So just a quick update, remote ID broadcast requirements are supposed to be in effect starting September 16th, 2023, 2 weeks from now. Now, I realized I was barking up the wrong tree. So instead of, hey, DJI, really what it needed to be was, hey, FAA. And here's why. I went to the FAA website and I didn't expect to hear back. I actually directed the attention of my comments to Pete Buttigieg, who's the Secretary of Transportation. And I really voiced my concerns because I think that, who else am I going to talk to? I don't think that my local supervisor knows anything about this, and I don't think local law enforcement really does either. And much as I had sort of said in the video, I also said this to them. And this was surprisingly the response that I got back. And so I wanted to share it with you because this to me is actually a glimmer of hope. And so I think this could actually mean that something else, some more information is coming to us soon. The FAA, this is what they said to me. I got this morning at 3 in the morning. FAA is aware of the concerns. We are considering options with respect to relief from the 16th September compliance date. We will have more to share with you in the future on FAA websites and social media. Now, I care about facts and not about sort of speculation. So the facts are nothing has changed. All it says is that there will be some options they may be sharing, but those options are not yet confirmed. But basically, keep a lookout for the FAA websites and social media. And I don't know how soon is soon, but obviously it can't come soon enough for folks that really would like to know, like, what's happening. But that is something that is a big update that I wanted to share with you. And I had not seen or heard that. But I also looked back and I thought FAA relief. Okay, well, what does that mean? And I looked into, had they postponed this before? And it looks like, just looking back at what had happened in the past, that they've already heard 53,000 comments at least. They've already, issued the final rule. I'm going to put the link to the final rule and to a bunch of these links for the YouTube videos and things that you might want to watch also in the comment or in the description here in the video. But it looks like they have postponed this in the past, which made me think, okay, they're not really ready to do this. It's not ready. Law enforcement doesn't know how to, to do this. Who's authorized? What information did they get? The rollout is pretty much not ready as far as I'm concerned. So I went to the FAA website. This is how I got in touch with them. And on their FAA Drone Zone, this is also where you register your drone so that you can get your FAA number that you put on your drone. Mine's here taped to the top. And etc. And that was when I also stumbled upon this video, which was sort of announcing the intention behind remote ID when they put it out. It's an unlisted video, but I'll put the link to it. And, I don't know how many people have watched it, but it only has 13 likes. I think nobody really loves it. But here was the takeaway from me. And it was a comment in the video that says, it lays the foundation needed to welcome more complex drone operations in the future. So what is the FAA, what is the intention behind this? They're trying to lay the groundwork for drone delivery, for perhaps other types of services, medical assistance coming in the shape of a drone delivery. It's for all of the other operations and more, I would say, industrial use cases, if you will, because there's a really big difference in my mind between a hobby airplane, model airplane flyer, and then a commercial drone pilot, and then even another level into enterprise and agricultural use or defense use. These are just it's all sort of thrown under the auspices of the FAA and UAS as drone, but it's so much more granular than that. And, I would say, what do you do in the meantime? Obviously, like I log all my flights on Before You Fly. I think it's really important to alert the community that, there is a drone flight happening in the area. And we're sort of already in compliance if we are doing this. And so it feels like a redundancy to me to have the remote ID module also broadcasting unless the system is in place to be able to use that information safely, securely, and in a way that supports the function. So the form must follow the function, which is why I also was saying to DJI, look, if you can expedite the upgrading of the remote ID signal being broadcast from drones that are already able to do that, but you just need to update with firmware, let the form follow function and go ahead and do that. Now, I heard varying opinions on whether or not that was possible. And again, I don't know exactly what the facts are because I haven't found that yet. But I do know that, there is confusion and there is not agreement on what and what isn't possible. But I do know that on DJI's website, their latest press release had information about that. So also, Pete Buttigieg is not the secretary or the acting administrator. Currently, it's Polly Trottenberg, who is the deputy secretary, who started this summer, just in June. So I think that they have new leadership, quite a bit of confusion, perhaps. I don't know, again, speculation about how this is all supposed to roll out. And so this was the form that I used to reach out to the FAA. I'll put a link to it as well below. You can, make a comment yourself. And so let me know if you liked this. I felt like I got new information from the FAA. I feel like it was a helpful response. And maybe it would, be followed up in the next couple days with some sort of social media post or a website post from the FAA stating that here are other options. And let's just hope that's true. And if so, then thank you, FAA. And I appreciate it because obviously a lot of frustrated drone operators are hitting a wall with the inability to really put any pressure on DJI, or at least it would seem that, the compliance issue is something that they are working on, but there really doesn't seem to be a sense of urgency. Okay, so again, thanks so much. Let me know if you like this, and please comment in the bottom if I've helped to shed any more light on this situation, and I will follow up again on what I decide to do for my company as the September 16th deadline gets closer, and and I want to see how this all evolves. All right, thanks so much. Like, subscribe, and I really appreciate all of the comments from everybody, and have a good day.